So for the tips on identifying the root cause of a student being stuck or getting stuck, I would say it's important to dig deeper within the conversation in order to identify what are those other factors that are contributing to where the student is at that moment. But I also think it's important to understand the false assumption also, because sometimes students might perceive something completely different than what it actually is, but they allow, the foundation of what they're going to do moving forward based on that. And I think another tip is to always be neutral. I know I spoke about this earlier, but it's always being neutral. And as a coach, if you find yourself kind of being carried away or feeling frustrated or like, oh man, what's going on? Like, finding a way to reframe yourself in order for you to be present and neutral in order to figure out what is the root cause of what's happening within the student. I had a student one time who worked really hard on her first goal, mastered it, worked really hard in the second goal, mastered it. On the third goal, I'm like, what's going on? It went like almost a month and a half of nothing. In my head, I was like, something happened at work or what's going on. And when we started talking about it, she said, right away, I don't like videotaping. I don't want to record anything. And then as I started to dig deeper and deeper, come to find out it was actually a self-esteem issue. She didn't like how people would perceive her on camera, and she felt like she was going to be judged. She didn't like how she personally looked. So therefore, the idea of making a video completely frustrating her. It wasn't even the technology piece, the fact that she had to record something. It was how she perceived herself. And once I identified that that was the root cause, it was easy to try to, suggest and recommend different tools that she can utilize in order to overcome this. Once that happened, she actually mastered it within the second submission. And now she's on her second term, and she's been meeting 24 competencies each term since she started. So that's just a tip around identifying the root cause of students getting stuck.